Hello and welcome. I'm Bruce Jones, and welcome to a training I'm going to have on how to make a media kit for your book. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of a media kit, why we have one. I'm going to show you some stuff I put together. I'm going to show you my media kit, and then I'm going to show you the beginnings. I'm getting ready for the launch of my new book, this book right here, and getting ready for the launch of this. And I'm going to show you sort of how I'm preparing, where I'm using these elements and all that stuff. So let me just make sure everything is working here. And yep, so that's all doing fine. And there's a link. Let me show you. We're going to be doing this. And here's the media kit. In fact, I can take this out of the way. And I'm going to be walking through this document, and you can pick this up. I put together a PDF of this, a Word doc of this, and a Google Doc of this. And there's a link above. And actually, let me show you kind of where that goes. Let's just let's put this here. Stop screen share and screen share. Just show you where that is. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for coming in. And so if you go to, there's a link right above in the video, right there. But also it goes to this page on my website. And you can pick this up. You just sign up here in this little box. And I saw some people actually had done that yesterday, which I put it up. So that was cool. And we have, it's there, and you can go and get it, and it has all the parts. So it has a PDF, has a Word doc, which you're going to see me work on, and is a Google Doc. So this should be kind of cool. It should be fun. So let's see. We have some comments. So there's Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for coming in. And let's see. Who else is here? You just have the name. Carol. All right. Good, 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 good. And we have somebody here. All right. I don't know where they're from, but that's kind of cool. So if you have comments, put them in. This could be interactive, and I can try to answer comments and all that kind of stuff. So, so anyway, so you just go to the link above. That'll take you to this page that you see on the screen. And if you just put your email in here, then you can get that puts you into the mail list, and it gets you a free copy of that. So, all right, let me come back out of here. So what is a media kit, and why is it important? So a media kit is a collection of all the little different elements that you need to get ready to launch your book. So it's all the component parts that help you initially in the book launch. Actually, let me go right there. Usually it's used in the book launch to have a ready supply of elements. So you have, and I do this on every book that I do that I launch. I generally create a Word document. And in that Word document, I put my bio. I have the book description, table of contents. I have the links for where it is. I will keep pictures of the book and different shots of the cover of the book in a separate folder. Let's see here, Brenda. Yes, I'm already with this. So do you say no? You don't. I think I'm going to send that out. I'll be sending out whoever's on that list. I'll be sending out. So. Another person say hi. So anyway, so you have all these different elements. And so when you're ready to launch your book, instead of running around trying to find them and where do you have them and what are you going to do with them, you have them at your disposal, ready disposal, so that you can just grab a picture, make a social media post. You might have done some sample text things, some swipe files that you put together. And so you have that. So you're ready to pull from that. Headshots that you have already ready. So not only is it going to be stuff for you, but it may be for somebody who wants to interview you or help support your book launch. And I'll say, again, if anyone wants to interview me on the process of this book and what I'm doing with it, or on building a media kit or anything, just reach out, private message me or email me or something, and glad to come in and talk about any aspect of that. So what do we have in here? So let's look at this one. This is sort of the worksheet. This is the workbook that you get when you sign up. Let me just show you what I have in here. So I give you some of the instructions. Let this sort of do this little scrolly turning thing. These are pulled out of the book. I've sort of pulled a section out and then kind of reconfigured it a little bit. So we have how to create a media kit. So that's in here. Just some simple things about what are the elements. So we have the author photo, the contact details, your book information and description, book photos. I'm going to show you 3 sites for making 3D book covers. So just hold on for that. I'll come up in a second. Just some different shots, things like that, different ways that you can view your book. It's nice to have a variety of different images that you can use on your website. And I'm going to show you also how I've been starting to place these around. I've spent some time now getting myself prepped for when the book gets launched. I'm working on the ebook version of it, and then I'll be publishing it. So I'll show you all the different things that I have done to get ready. A book trailer video. I haven't done one of those yet, but that book trailer video, you can do a simple one with your phone, or you can do more complicated ones. There's lots of cool resources on that. Interview questions. I said anybody who wants to interview me, one of the nice things you can do is to give people some of the questions that might help them to interview you. They're already pre-staged the questions. They know what they're going to talk about, and they can just ask you those questions. Sales and promotion, press release, resources. So also in this workbook that comes along, which you can download, I give you the links for the 3D book shots, which book cover shot sites, which I'm going to show you in a moment, some free online photo tools, and some tools for grabbing screen grabs. So, and then there's the basic media kit. So this is just a form. You're just going to fill it out. Author bio. These are the kinds of things that you would have in your media kit so that you have flexibility to move wherever you want, and a library of stuff that you can just grab, sort of copy and paste. So that's the goal here, is to copy and paste. Contact details, your phone, your email, additional contributors. So you have the spelling of their names right. You might put their email addresses, that kind of thing in here. Your social media connections, author central, book title, book subtitle, series, the language, all of this stuff you can just grab as you need when you are launching your book. Because launch day, if you're doing a real launch, is a hectic day. You're running around trying to do all these things on all these different sites and places. And it's just nice to just be able to grab stuff. So this is just sort of a workbook that you can kind of figure it out, your ISBN number, your book links. If I had to give one major piece of advice on people doing book launches, and I see it all the time in my How to Publish Your Book Facebook group, is they put the book up, which is cool. They talk a little bit about it, but they don't put any link to buy the book. And that's critical. That makes the whole system work. So if you're going to go through the effort of putting your book up and letting people see it and announce it, is tell people how to buy it. So just kind of record all that stuff. Book description, you want to have a short one and a long one. You might want to have one that you use at the end of a blog post. Just something you can quick grab. You can always change them. Thumbnails, the book categories, the keywords that your book goes in, some sample interview questions. And here's just a page of just some samples. You can see here, I'm going to show you what I've done. But this is just different samples, different shots of the book. And I'm going to show you where I get those. Let's see what Brenda has. So I just published my 9th book. This book just has journal pages. Should I promote it? Definitely. I would promote. So this is a great question. Brenda's asking a great question here. So I just published my 9th book, my garden journal, not the children's version. This book has just journal pages. Should I promote it? I've never promoted any of my books. Brenda, come on. So yes, you should promote it. I'm going to show you what I'm doing at this stage, and you can just mimic and copy what I'm doing. But you want to have some cover shots. You want to be able to talk about it. You want to be able to put it into your book catalog or page on your site. You want to post it out that it's available, all kinds of different things. And remember, you can launch a book at any time. It doesn't have to be the day that you publish your book. In fact, it should be a few days later. But you can relaunch a book at any moment. So let's say, like, Brenda's doing a garden journal book here. Why not launch it in the springtime for gardening? Launch it in the fall, relaunch it in the fall for harvesting. Launch it on, look up what's National Tomato Day. Launch it on that day. You can relaunch things over and over, or come up with events or things and say, hey, my companion book goes along with it. You don't have to always focus it completely on the book. It can go with other things too. So yes, you should definitely promote it. You'll see what I'm doing at this stage, and then you can just mimic that. So these are just some of the sample images I put in the workbook so that you can kind of see it. I like having, as I said, some cover shots. I also like having some headshots where you're showing the book. So this kind of shot where you're pointing at the book or highlighting the book, it's tying the book and your head together, the two things coming together. So you can do those. Those can be done. In fact, I'll do one right now. I'm just going to open my phone. Of course, you always want the little password. You can do it as simple as this. It's hard to do things with one hand. But just open your phone, take a picture, flip it around, just go. There you go. All right. So there's, all right. So the lighting's terrible. I should do it again, but just go and do it. Just make a bunch of them, just like I've done here. Just selfie shots with your book, with your head. Now you have some very nice things you can throw up online. I'll show you where I got this book on a cat. It's kind of fun. And then the media kit is a book trailer video. I just talk about the 3 parts of a video. I'll probably do a training on just making a video. So you have, what do you have? What do you do what does it do for the reader? What do you want people to do next? That's to go by. And I also put in here a 1-minute book trailer video script. So you can just take this script, take out my text, put yours in, and you're ready to go. So that's in the workbook that comes along if you download, but it also just gives you instructions of what to do and put into your media kit. All right. So now what I want to do is I'm just going to show you what I have put together. Let's go to screen share here, and we're going to do application. And this is the one that I have been putting together. And then I'm going to show you, this is what I assembled over the last few days. So this is my media kit that I'm starting to put together. Thank you. Yeah, I put together just a simple script that you can just use. There's a million ways, and there's a lot of great videos on YouTube on making book trailer videos. So it can be just all pictures. It can be you talking. You can do all kinds of things, but you can do them very quickly. And I just put a simple script in there just to get you started. So great. Thanks, Brenda. All right. So this is what I've done over the last few days, getting myself ready as my book is coming up. I'm working on this. I said the ebook version of the book now. This is done. So this is all done. And now I'm making the ebook version. And so what I've done in here, let me pull out the paragraph marks, there we go. So I just filled in my script. It's in a Word doc. I included this in the free thing that you can download. Links above. Just go there. You can get this. So author bio. You might have a pen name. I have a short bio and a long bio. I have actually here 3 short bios that you can see. And let me see. Does this get bigger? Can we do this? Nope. I guess it's just there. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. All right. So having short bios to go on the end of blog posts is just an easy thing to do. You can throw them in, just have them pre-written. You can go and change them. Everything here is flexible and changeable. It just gets you started. So a short bio, a longer bio. I have a couple photos. These are the 2 photos that I use. I have sort of my photo and then my serious photo. When people interview me, I will send out these and I'll say, you can do whichever ones you want, but I kind of have them here. Everything here also sits in a folder on my hard drive, and I'm going to show you it on my website as I sort of build that out. Contact information, email, all my social media links, because people may want that, or I can grab them easily. I don't have to run around and find them. Amazon Author Central, my book title, my subtitle. This isn't part of a series, so that's okay. My author, genre, price, number of pages, just the basic specs about the book. Then I have a book description. Again, you want a short one and a long one. One of them's going to go into some blog posts, a Facebook post, a Twitter post. Again, I'll add to these after I write one. I'll throw it in here so that I just can go back and use this document like a swipe file. So I have a short description, a long description with some bullet points about the book. So all the things that the book has in it. Some book categories. I went onto Amazon, looked up my competitors' books, see what categories they are. this may be where my book ends up, it may not, but it gives me a place to start. I looked at keywords for my book, so I start to have that already, so I pulled together. Book images. So here are some of the book images I've made. I'm going to show you where I got these from in a moment. So just a head-on shot, a three-quarter shot, an environmental shot, an iPad shot. So that kind of works there. I haven't made my YouTube link yet, so my book trailer video yet. Some simple questions. I just put samples of questions like, how long did it take you to write this book? Who's this book for? What's the key message? Just if somebody's interviewing me, I need to go back in and put just a quick couple sentences on my answers, so it kind of preps them. Some sales and promotional information. So these are just swipe files. Click here. I always make sure I put the link in here. I don't have the link yet. The link that's in here right now is the one for the free, I mean, not the free, but the PDF. If you want to buy this, you can, on that same page, you can get that. So there you go. So, and then these are resources I have in my document that I can go grab. It's just some stuff I can go look. There's so many resources online. So, so that's my document. All right. That's my thing, my Media Kit worksheet. If you download the one, you'll get a blank copy of this that you can fill in. And I'll show you there's a Google Doc too. All right. So that's that. So those are the elements. Now let me show you what I've been doing with them. We'll stop this and we're going to come back and we're going to go to here. All right. Okay, so let me show you what I've done with them. Let's get this out of the way. So what I'm now starting to do with my cover shots, and Brenda, this is what I would do with your book and how I would treat it and do things, is I've started to spread it around on my different websites. So I'm sort of getting myself ready, so I'm not having to rush in 3 weeks or so when I release this book. I have it, everything is sort of ready. Everything I can get ready, I'm getting ready. So you'll notice this page, this is the self-publishing books page that's on my site. That's where you would sign up to get the free media kit. Here's the book right here. So I've added that cover. These are all the other self-publishing books, so they're all together. I made a 3/4 cover and dropped that in here. If you come back to my home page, so what I'm doing is I'm starting to sprinkle my elements around. This was what I did yesterday or the last couple of days, is getting ready to start the promotion using my workbook. So this is what's called the lead magnet. And I did this with my website and my email place called Aweber. And people, you can sign in here and you'll be able to download and get a copy of this book. So that's something that pops up. That's called a pop-up. And I've now built that into my site so that I can sort of collect that stuff and distribute it. So let me show you where I have this, and then I'll go back and we'll show you the other pieces. So making the book cover images. So I had my book. I was able to take a picture of it and or just a screen grab of my cover. And I went over to a site called MockUp Shots. So I just recently subscribed to this. It gives me a lifetime access, and this is pretty cool. This is a very cool site. So this allows me to make all these cool covers. In fact, I think I have a link, or not, I'll put it somewhere, but there's a link I have. Actually, it's on my resources page. There's a link for this. So basically, you upload a cover. So here's the cover that I uploaded. You can see I've been working on some other books, and there's Deborah's cool book right there, and this is the older version. Actually, I could probably take this out, but this is the new book cover, and you just upload it, and you go to View Mockups. This is amazing. This is amazing. So these are mockups of the book. It automatically inserts the covers into all these different environmental pictures. You get tons of things. It can be holiday ones, by the fire ones, with people, just general. If you have, something Valentine coming up, there you go. You can, you know, it just kind of goes. They also have single covers like this. So you just download these are PNG, so the back of it's transparent, so you can throw it onto different things on an iPad, workbook. This is where I got the workbook cover from. So all of these are available, and you just hit that little blue button and you download it. Just like, I'll just do it like that. Download that, click that, and it just should just download in a second. I think it's doing it. There it goes. And it will download that picture. And now you have that picture. There it goes. It just, there it goes, right there. Just download it. So you have, I think there are 500 and something different pictures. Here's the picture with the cat. So there's something for everybody in here somewhere. You can find enough variety to create some really cool promotional covers. And this is where I got those covers from. All right. So there's just some more on iPhones, all that kind of stuff. I believe I have a link right here. If you go to favorite tools, there's a link right there. You can just click on that link and you can get it. I think that's affiliate link. So, so anyways, this is all available. So this is probably the most extensive that I have that I've done for covers. I've actually loved it, and it just gives me all kinds of. Just look at this, goes on and on and on. Some other sites. This is a one-time fee for a lifetime access. I've also used this site, which is Boxshots Online. And again, you have different views, different kinds of books. You can also rotate these in different orientations. You can upload the spines and the front cover. This is pretty cool. You have all these different things. There's a free slow res, and then I think $9 for a higher one. That's a pretty cool resource. That's in the workbook. That's in there, so you can kind of see that. And then I've also used this site, which is, here we go. And they do book covers, and they have a 3D mock-up tool right here. And so you get all of this kind of cool stuff. So you can get different covers. You just upload your cover and it makes it. You can also do composite covers like so, because our books come in multiple formats. So these are 3 sites that are super cool for making your books. I think this one is free. I believe this one is free. The other one, the second one was free plus a little paid, and the first one was paid. So can we do Canva mockup? So good question. I don't know. You can certainly upload your cover art to Canva. Definitely. There's no problem at all. In fact, let me, here, that's a great question. Let me just go over to Canva. I don't know if they'll put it into the 3D orientation, though. That's what I don't know. Let's just do that. Oh, I think I come in with Facebook. So here's Canva. Those of you who aren't familiar with Canva, Canva is like a design, graphic design service online. So you can certainly upload things. And so if we were doing, like, say, share with you, they have a brand kit. Let's see here. They're always changing things around. Marketing. So let's just go to flyer. I'm going to go to marketing, flyer, and you can just sort of pick. Look at this. You could say, let's just pick this one just because we're going to pick it. Use this template. And I could take this out like so, and then I could upload my cover. I already had one in here, so let's just use the one I have in here, but you can upload it and just drag it on. Whoops. Ooh, you can crop. Look at that. Recrop. Put it there. So yes, you can definitely do things like that. You know, you could put a background in here. Let's see here. Put a background, and so let me see. How do we bring it position? Backward. There you go. So yeah, you could definitely make up flyers and things and put some text in here, and it'd be kind of cool. So yeah, so that's, yeah. So they do book covers. So in reality, yes, you can do something like that. So good morning, Nabi. This is our international in Australia. Yeah, great job, the media kit. Thank you. Nabi signed in yesterday and got the free copies of it. So So that's where you make your 3D covers. You just download the ones you want. I've downloaded a variety of them. I'll put them into Photoshop. I will resize them. I will do different things with them. But basically, that's what they do with them. So what do I do with them now? So let's go back. I'll show you what I've been doing over the last couple days, getting ready for today and just sort of getting ready. So I've placed my cover of my book over here in the sidebar and connected it so people can buy a PDF version of it. So if you click on here, it will go to my Gumroad site where you can buy a copy of the book, right? As it exists right now. And there's a couple different packages. There's the $7, and then I add some bonus training. So that's one of the things I'm doing. I'm getting ready to put that. On my blog, part of this, I've added this to everything. So they're all here. Oops, we don't need that. I've also added this and getting my About page ready. So I've updated About pages on a number of different sites. So on your website, you have an About page that has your bio, but I've also now gone in here and added the book. I don't have the Amazon link yet because it's not published yet, but it's available in PDF and you can go and buy it. So I'm sort of, again, I'm moving towards my launch. I'm getting all the back end stuff done. So I put that in here, updated my bio, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. I've also put together a media kit online. So you saw the Word one I was doing. So now I've just added an extra page to my website and I built a web-based media kit. So this is used if somebody wants to interview me or learn more about my books or find some information or they're doing a review of it or something like that, they can come to my media page and I put a picture of the book. The same information from the Word file is there. The same pictures are here. The contact information, this email goes to my general contact form. All my social media links, all linked. So if you link on these, they'll go to all the places. My book information, and anybody could take this copy and just copy it off like so. So very easy to get. Some sample book cover images, right? And I can, again, this will morph and change and adapt as I kind of go along. Interview questions, I need to add in some stuff here. Sales promotional things. Again, I can grab one of these and make a blog post, a Facebook post, a Twitter post, whatever I'm doing with my book, with my pictures. And as I do things, I can add to it. So that's an important thing to do. It's just another resource around my book, having it ready to go. So that's there. The other thing that I'm doing now, and usually I recommend do this as soon as you publish, but you can actually do it now. I'm pretty close to the publishing time. Is I'm going through all of my social media sites and looking at them. So here's my social media site. And let's just go over to me. And what I'm doing is updating all my bios. So if I go to About, I think in here somewhere, contact basic information. Oh, it's in here somewhere, work education. Here it is. So here's my bio in my work and education, and I've added the book title into it, right? I actually realized I hadn't updated this since I have moved here to Mystic, and it's probably been almost 4 years, all right? So go look at that stuff. Put your latest book in there. This is easy. Brenda, you can do this. This is an easy place to put your contact information. So here I've now updated the book, made a little bio, updated a bunch of different things in here because people do go and look and check out who you are, and you just another place to be able to get your stuff. So you've seen me do this. I'm using my I'm using my header file to do some stuff. All right, so I added the header file up here. Anybody can do this. This is the book that's going to come. This is the media kit. I said here, click here to get a free media kit. So if you click here, what happens? Because this is a live link. If you click on this, you end up on this page, and right here, get your new book off to a great start with the media kit workbook template link below. All right, so you can click that link, and that goes to here, and you can download the book. All right, so this will change as the book my book gets published. At the moment I'm promoting the Media Kit workbook. Earlier, a few weeks ago, I was promoting this book, and now I'm promoting the media because I'm trying to build a mailing list for people so I can promote my book to it. And so that's kind of. Oh, we have a comment. Is this the right time for me? Yeah, Gus, I'm not sure what you mean. Is it a book that you're getting ready to launch, or just give me a little more information and we can do it. All right, so this is in Facebook. We're lots of places. So let's get rid of that one. We don't need that. Let me see. I have another blog, and yeah, Gus, just give me a little bit more. What's the question? I don't quite understand it. So this is my other blog, Bruce the Book Guy blog. Again, I've decided to update there. I have updated my bios, which is something you should always do. Whatever your latest project is, just update it and get it. Notice here it is. I've added it in. So I'm getting all of this out of the way. This took me a little bit of work to get all of this stuff going. I have a posting here on how I sell books. Again, I've added the pieces. I'm just trying to get things cleared off my plate so that when I come to do the book launch, I'm doing the best I can. My LinkedIn account, right? So there's a LinkedIn account, and many of us have a LinkedIn account. So this is just the page. I'm preparing for the book launch, putting together. Yes. Oh, all right. So let's just go here. So the question is, it's preparing for the book to launch, putting together. Is it the right thing? Yes, I would say yes. If you have enough elements, your cover is set, everything is set, then start building your media kit, because you can just store it. This took me, in reality, it took me a couple days to pull all this information together, all the things you're seeing. I had to go learn how to do the pop-up thing on my website. I had to get ready for that, make the final covers, write the text that's going to be my descriptions. I know that none of it is final. It will sort of resolve itself. I might be jumping ahead. But, start to think about what are the elements you're going to have a folder, start putting things in there. Start, thinking about where you're going to be putting stuff. I had, these are my notes right here. This is all the stuff I was doing over the last few days, putting up this, I have 3 different, so I had 3 different sidebars I had to update. Had to update the footer on my blog. So here, let me show you that, just so you can see that. If you go to my blog, right down here at the bottom, I updated and added this in here. So, all that stuff, you want to kind of just get in front of it. So when you come to book launch day, you don't have to do it. So update my author blog, update the self-publishing book page. These are the things, this is my checklist I had yesterday on Bruce the Book Guy, the about page, the books page things. So there's no time like the present to sort of get this stuff ready. And just if you sign in, where the link is, and just sign, you'll get all the documents that I have. You can just use them. But it just gets you ready so that when you come to launch, you can have a smooth launch that just kind of flows out. So so let's take that out of there. So that's that blog. I'm gonna say, whoops, I want my LinkedIn page. Oh, where is it? Come back here. LinkedIn. Back to my LinkedIn page. Here we go. LinkedIn, and the bio is right here. So I just went into here on my profile on LinkedIn. I never change this. I hardly ever do anything with LinkedIn, but I'm connected to a lot of people. And I do get those little notices from LinkedIn that people have been looking at this. So I want to have the most current thing right down here in the about page. I updated my link, all right? And I also, if you'll notice, did this, all right? Here's the whole bio. So here's the little bio. Think about what sits above the fold there. Then learn about the book. This is the PDF for my big book. This is learn about some of my other products. My Facebook group is right here. I do speaking and consulting with people. There's my quick author thing, my graphic stuff, and I published over 50 titles. So I just sort of built out my LinkedIn profile to now support the new book. I'm actually using. Oh, great. Okay, fantastic. You're actually using the checklist. Good. Okay, it's in the book too. So, but I've just sort of done a little more on that. All right, fantastic. All right, so that's LinkedIn. You have them on Twitter. You have them on Pinterest. You have them all kinds of different places. Is go in and figure out. Oh, I also updated the book. This book is pretty old. This is the new one. Make sure you upload some new pictures for your book. So you can blog and post and all that kind of stuff, but this stuff sort of sits here. So if you want to do it, let's see here. Brenda has MailChimp for my living podcast. It popped on the page when I tested it with email address. I got an error message. I can't figure out why. My site is WordPress. I got the email form to work the sidebar instead. Very frustrating. I have a free book to give away. Yeah, so fantastic. So I'm using Aweber, very similar to MailChimp. There is an app. There is the MailChimp app, which I think comes actually installed in WordPress. And I had to download my Aweber plugin to get it to all work. It took a little bit. What I ended up doing was going on YouTube, and I just searched on YouTube for I use Elementor on my sites. That's on top of WordPress. I said, how do I connect Elementor to my Aweber site? I just searched on that. Up came some videos. I watched the videos, and that's how I was able to finally get it to work. And then I worked with my web guy, and we got some tweaks and did things. But it took a little bit of work. The backup plan is to do exactly what you did, is to put the email form on the sidebar. I don't think it totally matters. Sometimes the pop-up is right there and it makes it a little easier. I'll be putting one of those on my site too. But yeah, you just have to hang in there and kind of get through it. But it gives you that ability to do things like I'm saying, to just go to that link, put your name in the email box, hit the submit button, and you can get the kit. So that's one. Just keep hanging in there. So yes, living on YouTube. Yes, anything you need to know is on YouTube. All right, so what else do I have? Let's see. I think that's all of those. I did put the same worksheet. Anybody who signs up will get access on a Google Doc. So I'm trying to make it available in as many places as I can. Again, this is just a Google Doc, and you just have to go to File and make a copy. And then it will go into your Google Drive, and then you can edit it. The moment, if you come here, you won't be able to edit it because I have it for sharing, but not for editing. So just do make a copy, which I explain right here. And then all of this, then just start filling it in. Just start typing and fill it in. Just gives you a place to put it. What I also understand in terms of your Google Analytics and Google indexing, Google indexes this page. So fill one of these out, put your entire media kit up on there. It just becomes another way to promote your book because Google indexes all this stuff, and especially if you make it shareable, really does that. So all cool stuff. So let's see here. What do we? Yeah, so that's the Canva things and the Canva stuff, and there we go. I think that's all of them. So let me get this back to where we are here. And back, I also put the links to my media kit in a couple different places. It's on the About page. It's also right here. I added a link to get to the media kit, but anybody can get that. So that's the basics of doing it. So I encourage you to, as you get a book getting ready for launching, like Gospel's doing, and Brenda's doing, is to pull together these elements. You don't have to be super extensive on it. You know, just a couple cover shots, a couple shots with you holding the book. Your bio, your description, the book links. It's just a file for being able to grab everything. I keep the pictures on a folder in my hard drive. I'm putting them on a website so other people can get them. And there you go. That's the basic concept of how to make a media kit for your book. And let's just throw this up here. So, all right. I hope that's good. Any other final comments before I go? Let me just check, make sure. And I think we are good, and we will go. All right, we'll see you next time. Next training is probably going to be on how to make an ebook from my files. I'm doing that. Let's see, what do we got? Yep, Gospel. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Gospel, for coming in. And we have the international. We have England, and we have Australia, and we have the US. So we covered like the whole planet. So that's really cool. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.